Good morning, dear guests, colleagues and friends. Thank you for having me here in Abu Dhabi, a city that has become a symbol of forward-thinking energy leadership. It's a privilege to join all of you today for this important conference on transportation and climate change. Transportation powers global progress. It's the artery that which economies flow, connecting markets, enabling growth, and creating opportunity. But with that vital role comes an equally vital responsibility. Transportation accounts for over 25% of global greenhouse gas emissions. Within that, shipping, the silent force behind more than 90% of world trade, is responsible for around 3%. Now, 3% may sound small, but it is anything but insignificant. The 3% keeps the world moving, and because of that, our responsibility to transform shipping into a force of sustainability is monumental. We stand at a turning point. The Paris Agreement calls on all sectors to limit global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius. The International Maritime Organization has set a target of net zero greenhouse gas emissions by around 2050. These goals are bold, and they need to be, but ambition alone isn't enough. Delivery is what matters now. Shipping is a hard-to-abate sector. Ships last 2 decades or more. Fuel supply chains and long and complex port and bunkering infrastructure require heavy investment, and clean alternatives for ships aren't yet mature or scalable. So the real question is not whether we must change, it is how quickly, how efficiently, and how smartly we can make that change happen. The journey to net zero starts with ships we already operate, not just the fuels of the future. Ship management and chartering play a huge role here, often under-leveraged role. Operational efficiency, smart commercial incentives, and digital integration can deliver immediate emissions reduction that lay the foundation for longer transformation. For example, voyage optimization using real-time weather routing, engine load management, and port call scheduling can save up to 10% in fuel. Chartering agreements that reward performance, like fuel efficiency clauses, align owners and charterers toward the same goals. Transparent data sharing between ship managers, owners, and charterers enable collaborative decision-making across fleets. Ship management companies are no longer just technical operators. They are becoming strategic enablers, building digital ecosystem, training crew in decarbonization, and integrating performance analytics at every level of operation. The regulatory landscape is shifting fast. The IMO's greenhouse gas strategy sets clear expectations. The EU emission trade system now includes maritime emissions, adding a cost to carbon. Fuel EU maritime mandates uptake to low carbon fuel in European waters. These aren't just policies, they are market signals. Compliance is no longer only technical, it is commercial as well. For charterers, decisions about the fuel, voyage planning, and ship selection are now climate decisions as well as economic decisions. Operational and commercial changes alone won't get us to net zero. We need bold innovations. Alternative fuels are emerging. Methanol is gaining traction. Ammonia and hydrogen are on horizon. Biofuel and LNG can bridge the transition of existing fleets. Digitalization is transforming shipping. AI, machine learning, and real-time monitoring are creating a new era of data-driven efficiency. Green corridors, dedicated trade routes, supported by ports, shippers, and governments, are providing that zero-emission shipping in particular, not just theoretically. The future will rely on portfolio approach, operational best practices, emerging fuels, and new technologies will work together. Ship management and charterers act as the bridge between ambition and implementation. The Middle East, and Abu Dhabi in particular, has a powerful role to play. Historically a leader in energy supply, this region is now poised to lead energy transformation. Investment in clean hydrogen, renewables, and future-ready port infrastructure position the Gulf as a hub of sustainable logistics. Pilot projects in green bunkering and carbon-neutral terminal operations show what's possible when vision meets investment. The strategic location connecting East and West gives it a unique platform to catalyze green shipping corridors, cleaner trade routes that benefit both the region and global supply chains. No single actor can decarbonize shipping alone. Ship owners need clarity on fuel and infrastructure. Charterers need reliable emission data. Regulators need the private sector to scale innovations, financiers, and certainly to allocate capital to future-proof assets. In this interconnection ecosystem, collaboration isn't a buzzword. It's business model. Shared data, shared goals, and shared opportunity must become the norm. We must see decarbonization not a cost, but an opportunity to lead, to innovate, and to redefine the future of our industry. If we rethink how we manage ships, we create operations that are efficient, profitable, and sustainable. If we design a chartering framework that reward efficiency, we align markets with the climate outcomes. If we embrace innovations, we accelerate progress and reduce long-term risk. The ships are built and managed today will shape global trade emissions for the next 20 years. By 2045, they will either be part of thriving green economy or relics of a missed opportunity. Let's act now, not because regulation forces us, but because leadership demands it. Let's choose to steer shipping into climate leadership. Thank you to the organizers and all of you, ship owners, managers, charterers, port authorities, innovators, and policymakers for shaping the future of maritime transportation. Thank you.